Running a Fever, Episode 57. The Metabolic Project.
Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis. I lost 70 pounds, 8 inches off my waist. I have lowered my blood pressure. I feel terrific, and I did it all at the age of 52. And I'm here to take you on my journey as I continue to complete, well, never really complete, as I continue my journey to better fitness and better health. Water department. Some cities have a water department. I'm thinking maybe water or hydration should have its own department in my world organization. Because here at Global Running a Fever headquarters, I have been drinking a lot of water, but I went to the dietitian today and we discussed water. I just happened to cross my mind. I said, well, what do you recommend? She said at least 64 ounces and add on to that an additional, wow, I just like triple redundified myself. Department of Redundancy Department, 64 ounces. 64 ounces, that's like 8, well, it's 3 1/5 of the 20-ounce bottles that you see. Getting tired of water, but we also discussed some ways to flavor it. Plus 8 ounces for each pound that you want to lose. I think that's what she said. So obviously I can drink a lot and still be okay. And I didn't specifically ask her whether it was a pound of fat or just a pound overall, but I understand that fat is water soluble, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, you think of fat as kind of like an oil, right? Oil and water don't mix. But if fat is water soluble, or maybe that's just an abstract metaphor for how drink more water, you lose more fat, something like that, then there you go. Now, technically, I want to lose another 35 more pounds. Not anytime soon, but if it's fat, I can lose that fat today and be happy as long as I had enough muscle to replace it. It's really my problem right now. Well, I've got a number of challenges right now, but we're just working through them one at a time. I think I can, so the bodybuilder recommendation is 10 liters over 330 ounces. I don't know if I can do that, but I can probably knock out at least a couple hundred, probably more than a couple hundred ounces per day at work, just from drinking those. Every time I take a break, get some more water. 35 times 8 is a lot. 30 times 8 is 240, 5 times 8 is 40, so 280 ounces, so another 280 plus 32 is 300. So yeah, pretty much I can drink the bodybuilder amount of water. I don't think I'm going to be able to carry my phone until I get some smaller pants. Evening. Because they just keep falling off me. It's getting annoying, like a lot of things. Howdy. Got another pair of size 36 jeans coming. Okay, I'm going on this is what I usually call the Western Trail. Sometimes I really don't choose where I'm going to go and start. Honestly, I don't. I just wind up there. My mom used to have a really long drive to work, and she drove it so many times. She used to joke that she could crawl in the back seat and just go to sleep, and the car would just go there automatically. So that's what's happening basically. I'm in the groove of coming here. I've come here so many times now. I can hardly talk because there's a lot of people here today. I mean, it's pretty nice weather. It's really cold in the morning, but it's overcast now. We had snow on Saturday. It's kind of crazy. It's really nice. The sun's not shining, but it's very comfortable. And I'm sorry if it's August for you. Just think of me as a crisp breath of fresh air in your day. And you can also look forward to listening to me when I'm doing this in August and you're enjoying a crisp fall day in November or something. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you've been along with me in February, in December, throughout the winter. We're going to be out here on a regular basis, no matter what the weather is, as long as it's not dangerous. Inconvenient I can handle, dangerous I can't. Honestly, I didn't really feel like coming out today. I just wanted to stay at home. Might be because I missed on Friday because of the knee thing, which I'm going to be watching today and paying close attention to. 1.75. So we want to go, let's see. I need to probably figure this out because last week was 2 mile week. Kind of inclined to just stick with 2 miles because of the knee thing. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll go out a mile, so that'll be the 2.5. So what's the knee thing? Well, at work on Friday, I was doing my normal rounds. I felt a knee sort of pain, and not sharp pain, but just a little ache in my knee where it was exactly the same as it was when I was still healing up. Waited another hour, went back up, did another lap, and started feeling the same thing. So that was it for the day. And pretty much Friday didn't do anything either. I mean, I was just walking around like normal, but I wasn't intentionally taking a lap every hour. So I didn't do anything that day, and then Saturday I did my regular ab workout. So, I have been off for a little bit, even if it's just one day. It's also the weekend. Probably didn't get enough sleep last. There's all kinds of things that go into it. I have to learn that, just like I learned, and you were there with me on all those difficult days, and I told you, I said, this is a difficult day, very hard work, physically. You just got to get through it. Just got to keep going. Persistence is key. Anybody in sales knows that persistence is key. I mean, how many no's do you have to get through as a salesperson before somebody says yes? That's true in a lot of things. I mean, you talk to successful people in business. How did you succeed so easily? Well, I tried 100 times, and one time I hit the jackpot. Or, jackpot's not really the word because you work hard all the time. That's what you do. The chili experiment worked out. I think I was telling you about a great fast food discovery that I made. That you could have a large Wendy's chili, sour cream, and several crackers for 350 calories. And it actually costs less than $3, depending on what city you buy it in, of course. Around here there's a big difference in tax, but generally about $3. So I went and I made a batch of chili last weekend. Now that made 4 lunches. I guess I've eaten 3 of them, including one today. And that was fine. You can put them in the freezer, and maybe thaw them out overnight, and then take them into work. 2 minutes in the mic, and you're there. Remember, so that's worked out well, and I bought a lot of chili stuff today, and some extra containers. So I'm gonna make that a pretty regular lunch thing, because trying to come up with a lunch thing isn't easy, especially if I don't want to go home for lunch and make some tuna and crackers or something like that, or even tacos, because I'm trying to get most of my calories earlier in the day. So anyway, that's a pretty good option, and it's pretty easy. So that was a lot of what I bought, enough to make 12 of those, basically. It takes a pound of meat, of which I chose turkey. You can use any kind of meat you want, basically. Can of diced tomatoes, can of pinto beans, which are not pinto, kidney beans, which are, great high protein, and the spices. Metabolism project report. There are several departments involved in this project, including fitness, the major departments of fitness, diet, and medicine. And I learned some of this from the interwebs and some of it from my dietitian and other places. Big part of it is hereditary. If you have low metabolism in your family, then that's possibly an additional challenge for you. Exercise can improve it, which I think has benefited me throughout this whole process. Howdy. You know, we're always looking for something easy that we can take and take care of whatever problem we have, right? I was thinking pepper, spicy food, caffeine, and I think the effects of those are minuscule to non-existent and short term. Seems longer to this mile marker. I don't have any pain, but I don't know, probably psychological. I'm favoring this leg a little bit. So medical department, since I went to the medical center today, I got my blood pressure taken, and it was 120/72. I cannot remember ever having a blood pressure of 120/72. Probably because I wasn't worried about it or concerned about it in any way at the time that it was 120/72, which is probably sometime. It's possible, and I hope it's true, that everything that I'm doing is contributing towards lowering my blood pressure. We're going to track that every week, so I probably should be tracking it every day, but I'm not really, I've never been able to do that. It's one of the things why, you know, the tracking at work is good, because it just motivates me. If I have to do it for other people, I might as well do it for myself. So that helps. 120/72, wow. Of course, my immediate reaction is, well, I can start having more salt, more caffeine, all this good stuff. Try to keep that under control, but I probably don't need to worry about these things or be overly concerned about them as much. A little bit of rain falling, I think. It's late in the day, because I had to go to the medical center this afternoon, see my dietitian. And I went to the grocery store, and I spent a little more time in there. Healthy foods cost more, and it takes more time, because you have to really pick out what you're looking at and look at the ingredients and a lot of things like that. And it's like anything, over time you get to where you know the brands and the different types of foods that you want. But at this stage, you know, I'm having to look at a lot of things, and it takes time. On my way back now. 22 minutes. 22-minute mile is pretty long even for walking, I'll tell you that. I'm not the fastest guy around. So in addition to all the chili stuff, I bought some spinach. Again, a lot of this stuff is just new to me. Spinach? I don't think I've ever bought spinach ever in my entire life. At the age of 52, no one's been doing shopping for me for decades. And I have never bought spinach. Well, maybe I bought it for a salad one time, I don't know. So my dietitian, of course I need more vegetables, right? I can't just take another multivitamin. Apparently your body absorbs the nutrients better if they come from natural foods. The fancy schmancy hiking socks I'm wearing today instead of the fancy schmancy running socks, because I really physically didn't see a difference in them, and so I'm just trying out to see functionally if they're different. So far it doesn't appear that way. Spinach. What am I going to do with spinach? It's fresh spinach. It's not spinach from a can like Popeye used to eat. Fresh organic spinach, because my dietitian says organic spinach lasts longer. 2 cups of spinach in a smoothie is what she said. She said if you put a banana in it, you won't even taste it. And that'll give you half of the vegetables that you need for the entire day. I think fruits are lower in calories than anything with artificially flavored, anything with sugar of the same sweetness. That's what I'm thinking. Smoothies have a lot of fruit. So we'll see how that works. I probably won't start with 2 cups of spinach. And I want to invent a smoothie that has my favorite not sweet fruits in it, like grapefruit, lemon, and lime. So I'm gonna have to see You can use water instead of fruit juice or diet fruit juice or whatever. Don't know how they make, how they make diet fruit juice. Well, they probably, my dietitian said, probably use lots of water and some artificial sweetener. Makes sense. Artificial flavors. Haven't looked at the label, which probably would have been a good idea. They put that big 5-calorie thing on the front of it, which sounds awesome. Yeah, probably start with maybe half a cup. But she told me a lot of other things, that good ways to make vegetables taste better. You know, we're just used to these standard steamed vegetables, boiled vegetables, vegetables with cheese on them, you know, just butter, everything to make it flavorful that's not part of the original vegetable. But if you roast it or grill it, put some spices in there or something, it can still be just as healthy or even healthier and taste better. We're going to try some of those things. I told her of my dream of making a healthy pizza, and she said, yeah, you can have, I don't know, spinach. She started listing off vegetables. I'm like, I don't like vegetables. I said, you know, you got to change your way of thinking. They taste good. They're just, need to, you know, look at them differently. Make them taste good. That's what a good cooking's all about. Well, I'm starting to feel some slight irritation in this knee again. Not too bad, but it just makes me want to slack off for a little bit. I say slack off, just back off, you know. So I'm gonna sign off before my microphone gets completely drenched here. It's been an enjoyable walk despite the rain. Pretty good in terms of overall feeling about the workout. Just the, you know, I don't need to run or walk 50 miles a week. I don't need that. I just need to get that regular exercise. And I can back off. When I feel perfect again or ready for a little challenge, I can increase again. Important thing is we keep coming out here and take care of ourselves. Because we want to have good fitness, we want to have good diet, we want to have good medical care. That's what I'm about. Well, I hope you got something from this. Don't forget to contact me at mail@runningafever.com. Just go to the website and you can put a comment there, and that's even easier. So do that and I'll answer you back, I promise, and I will talk to you the next time. Keep the fever.
This is the Padua Podcast Network. PaduaMedia.com.